I love this shot. This transition is iconic. Iconic. Ah, yes! Hello everybody, it's Sara. Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can probably tell from the title of this video, and also because I've been doing nothing else in the past weeks on my channel, we are going to be reacting to episodes 5 and 6 of Shadow and Bone Season 2. In case this is the first video in this little series that you're watching, I have two disclaimers for you. First of all, we're only reacting to all of the crow scenes. Second of all, there might be spoilers for the Six of Crows duology. But I also have a third disclaimer for you all today, and that is that the second half of the season is where it starts to go a little bit downhill for me, so my comments might be a little bit more critical. Will I still be squealing at all of the Canish scenes and losing my mind? Yes, absolutely. But will I also tell you everything that I think is wrong about them afterwards? That too. I contain multitudes, alright? But I think that is everything that I had to say before we dive into these two episodes, so let's just get straight into it. Oh god. Oh, baby Kaz. Honey, I'm so sorry. I would have come and saved you. It was a good decision of me to not put mascara on today. Oh, ew. Oh, baby. I love how they show that like it affects him not only when he touches people, but also like the fact that he has nightmares and stuff like that about it, because that's very realistic. Meanwhile, as always, Whisper is having a great time while Kaz is just, you know, reliving through all of his childhood trauma.
No! Downstairs now. Rapkin needs saving.
Well, it's just like, why can't we be left in peace?
It didn't take him destroying a city for me to question my loyalty.
So,
ooh,
now that
tell
we
her,
know
Nina.
that you two have history, I do not like the sound of that.
Jesper, as always, surprisingly being the reasonable one when it comes to danger.
I assume same goes for you.
I'd welcome the chance to help your prince spend his country's money.
I don't need Kruger, I need...
She's gone.
No, she's not yet. She's
not an option.
Ah, Kaz!
Not an option.
That's rough.
He'd rather push you away than admit he feels anything for you. Oh, was I not supposed to say that?
I love her so
I,
much.
for one, love the unit.
Same, Jesper. Same.
Yeah, I hate the sound. But I know Kaz. And I know you.
I love their
And I
friendship.
thought you would at least like to know why we were doing this.
I love the bonding between the two people who are constantly eating on this show. So relatable.
You have your freedom. Why would this be what you choose to do with it?
I'm not here for you.
Ooh!
I'm here for Sanctalina.
Not holding back punches. I mean, as she should.
So,
I'll secure my own passport.
Oh, but I hate when they're fighting.
The passport. You may be even older than the last time.
Technically, you are older than last time.
But can't you read it?
Oh, no. The angst in this episode. Like, what is happening?
I can barely read it myself.
Oh, no. The murderous expression on Kaz's face. Oh my gosh. That helped it.
Just so you know.
Also, can we take a second to appreciate Jesper's skill? Beautiful.
What'd you do, John? Clearly, you've done something stupid.
I did not do anything stupid.
Toya, relationship advisor.
I said something stupid.
Aw, Jesper.
There is a poem.
That will be in sentence.
I love that so much. Like Toya just constantly trying to quote his favorite poems and everybody's just having none of it. It's so funny.
What's that one?
He's such a nerd.
And I had a just trial.
A tutor, you say?
Sorry. Talia, can I get your help?
Just flattering him won't work, Jesper. That's not how you do it. Oh my gosh, I love this scene. This scene is like peak Crow's Chaos Committee. And I love it.
like tea.
Yes, but is it floral?
Kaz is having none of it.
Mildly sweet.
Also, he's
with
looking
notes
for
of
that.
buttery.
Warm and wet.
I love the brother-sister dynamic between Nina and Kaz so much. They're always bickering.
Surprising. I thought the Kirsch were more affectionate.
Well, in private, he's all hands. Isn't that right?
Waffles. Kaz is like, I'm going to murder you in your sleep.
Beth, we've come all this way for this.
She's like, play along or I will murder you in your sleep. Oh, Kaz. Oh. It stresses me out so much every single time he doesn't have his gloves on. Oh. Freddie Carter has very beautiful hands though, so like, I'm glad we could see them.
For income. For thieves.
I love that they're like, we're not thieves when Kaz literally has like half of his face completely bruised. Like, yes, you look like very respectable collectors indeed. Oh, no. Oh. No, that just makes it worse. Oh, baby. Oh, no. This scene is so well filmed though, but like, it's so painful. Why am I gonna cry? Oh. The way she steps back.
You're supposed to follow her.
I couldn't leave you. Not like this.
Yes, baby. I remember when I first watched the show, I kept on thinking like the entire time, please Kaz, just put your gloves back on, because I knew what was going to happen. And it breaks my heart every single time I watch this scene, and it's so well done. Like, I love that we see him panicking and then we have like the flashes of the barge in his mind, and I love how Inej is the one pulling him out of the crowd and out of his panic. And I love that the second that he is conscious again, he is like, you should have followed her. Like, he goes back to the job because he's trying to distract himself, and she's just like, I couldn't leave you. Like, oh, so sweet. And the fact that she steps back and gives him his gloves because she knows that that's what he needs, and then 1 second she's there and then the other she disappears, and it's just that part is so in character. Like, that's one of the scenes that I really, really loved in that episode. I think that part captured their dynamic very, very well, especially since they're not really talking, they're kind of angry at one another, but like, they go above that because they care about each other so much. It's just...
Just outside the city.
I love how she's spinning her
Stopped at the
knife.
tea shop. She placed an order at the apothecary.
Yes,
She'll be
queen.
picking up.
You don't seriously expect me to break into this woman's house?
I really, really hate how they portrayed Zoya in the show, because like, Zoya would break into a woman's house to save Ravka. Like, it's
Why
just,
else would I need you?
she feels so off. I don't like it.
I'll go with Nina.
Are you sure you don't need me?
Nina's like, save me, Bricker, please. Once again, constantly eating Nina, so in character. I love her.
You need to forget the Fjerdan.
Really? What now is when you choose to have this conversation?
Luck picker, gas
2 minutes
breaker.
before the fight.
We cannot leave without the blade.
Yes, the future of Ravka and my payment depend on it.
It's more than a few.
Way to up the stakes.
Jasper's such a mood in every single mission. Like, he's always the one who's like, actually, no, I think we should get out of there.
Can you just stop, please?
I love this conversation. I love that he says that to him.
You're trying to tell me how to feel about my shame when you're hiding the very thing that makes you special.
Tell him, Wylan.
I would
I'm
never.
talking about the fact that you're Grisha. So many believe that Grisha powers are a blessing, so why do you hide it?
Because it's not a blessing, it's a curse.
Oh, Jasper.
You have no idea what it's cost me.
Like I said, I love this scene because not only do we have Wylan, who talks about how people constantly patronize him when they realize that he can't read, and I think that's a very, very interesting and important conversation to have between these two characters. But I also think that it's so good because of the tension that is immediately created by them confronting each other with their secrets. And one of the things that I was afraid going into season 2 was that they wouldn't give any depth to Jasper's character, kind of like they did in season 1. He was always like the comic relief and stuff like that. So to see Kit Young being able to play that part of him makes me so, so happy. I know he's just opening a door, but that shot of Freddie Carter is so hot for whatever reason. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm such a sim for this man. Oh no, oh no. I love how Wylan doesn't even react. He's just over there doing his little thing while they're basically trying to kick the doors.
This is how we die.
I'd like to make a petition for Kit Young to say that in every season from now on. The way they look at each other before passing out. Oh, my babies. I love this shot. This transition is iconic. Iconic. Ah, yes! It's the best transition of them all.
Brother.
Oh god. Ah! It's so smart. I love that they did that because it's so similar to in the books. Whenever he feels like the panic rising, he describes it as waves coming over him or like falling into the waters of the arbor and stuff like that. And they did that so well. The other transitions are crap and we're going to be talking about those, but that one is truly iconic. Like that shot of him falling into the water, Jesus style, beautiful, impeccable. I'm obsessed.
You thought pain was your weakness.
The way Inez is reaching for him.
Inside you.
You thought vengeance was the answer, and still you drowned.
Oh, like what is this transition compared to the one for Freddy? What is
For
that?
once, don't disappear.
Oh,
Just stay.
that scene though. Oh my gosh, this entire butterfly monologue, however, what the heck is that? Like, Jack Wolf did his best, okay? Jack Wolf, you are the perfect violin and I love you, but what kind of writing is that? Couldn't you have found a better way to explain to us that the butterfly is the antidote rather than just have violin being like, here viewer, let me explain to you what this butterfly does. Like, it's so silly and I hate it. Like, yes, Wynan is very cute talking to these little butterflies, I'll allow it, but showing instead of telling is important and I feel like they completely missed the point there. Once again, why did they have to do this weird fade? We could have just had the petals falling on him and him opening his eyes and it would have been so much better. That is a beautiful scene though, I'll say that.
Mama.
Aww.
Oh, my little rabbit.
Alright, let's go, Wylan. Show us what you got now that you finally realize that all your friends are passing out in the next room. Yes, Queen! I love this scene because it allows Kit Young to show the vulnerability behind Jesper. But also, once again, they're telling us instead of showing us. Like, I love that we get to see Kit Young play that. So I love that Jesper is older and talking to his mother. But I wish that we could have, like, had, I don't know, like flashbacks or something. Like, it's a very beautiful and emotional scene. And I love that we get to see that. But I just wish it was done just slightly differently. This has to be one of my favorite scenes. It's so good. The way he gently disarms her, like, please. And the eye contact and the yearning throughout this entire thing. Oh my gosh, it hurts so bad, but it's also so good. I've rewatched this like so many times at this point, it's not even funny. The fact that he asks and like it's her fantasy to be asked before being touched is just I love that so much. Their hands! Oh! It's so cute. And the little nose brushes. I can't deal. Oh my god.
This isn't real. We're here, Inesh. I want you.
This isn't real. This is...
No! Oh, it's gonna make me too emotional all over again. No! Honestly, like I'm gonna send Netflix my therapy bill over this because I'm unwell. The fact that she realizes that it's not real because it's too easy for them both is killing me. Once again, for the cartoon Anamita Suman, incredible, show-stopping, beautiful. I cannot deal with them. They're just so good. And the eye contact throughout this entire scene, like while he's slowly pulling out her knives and then removing his gloves, I'm losing my mind. It's so good, and it's so tender and so soft and beautiful, and like the fact that this is her vision, like this is what she wants, and she knows she can't have it. It just hurts so bad. That's the thing with this second season, is that the writers, whenever they write new Kanish scenes, they actually do a great job. Like, I feel like they actually understand their characters, but then they took certain scenes out of the context of the books because they wanted us to have them because of fan service, and they kind of like ruined them. So it's very frustrating because like we see that they can give us the slow burn that we want and that these two characters deserve in all of its details and all of its complexity, but they just didn't. Having like an almost kiss scene that we know is not real and is only what one of them is imagining in like her perfect vision of who they could be is so much more satisfying to me than these scenes that have so much impact in the books being watered down because they wanted us to have them. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about this now. I made an entire video about Kanish in season 2 on my channel in case you want to like go and check it out, and we're gonna come back to this later. But yeah, that scene, just stunning, incredible, beautiful. I love it. I've rewatched it like so many times because it's just so soft and beautiful.
This is the poison.
Oh, Ines, baby.
Sorry.
The fact that he says sorry to the butterflies before giving it to her.
That might sound strange, but
I love that Ines is like, I've seen weirder things in the barrel, just give it to me and I'll shove it in my mouth. Like, don't worry about it.
So much goodness, my son.
Aww.
The world deserves to see all of it.
Kit Young is so good.
If you say so.
Oh. Yes, baby, I'm so sorry.
Who are you?
Oh my god.
Your
This is jarring. The way that he shoves him underwater and that's when he starts to come back. And he hears her voice and her hand in his hair.
Forgive me.
Oh, I love how it takes him a second to realize what's happening. Oh, baby. Once again, I love what they did with the water, like how when he slowly comes back to himself, he sees Inej like through the water, because that is so similar to what happens in the books. Like, she's the one who pulls him out of the harbor's water with her voice, and once again, that's what happens. I also love how, like I said, it takes him like a little second to like realize that she's actually touching him and he's not hallucinating again, and like his face before he realizes is just so soft and like on focus. Also the contrast in the way that Inej holds his mouth shut so he will swallow the butterfly, and the way that she is just like so gently holding his head so he doesn't trash around and hurt himself is just so painful. And then the way that they spring apart when he gets up and she immediately apologizes is just they're so good, and they understand their characters so well and they play them to perfection. I can't deal.
It was Wylan. He saved us.
Wylan did?
You're welcome.
Little baby.
Comforting sense of joy.
Oh no, only you, Jesper.
I didn't see anything.
Neither did I.
Oh,
must
the
have
pain! No!
You said there was another.
I love how Kaz goes from like trauma to immediate scheming, because that is also very similar to how he is in the books, and I love that. This is one of my favorite scenes!
We have visitors.
I love it because we see how Kaz always knows exactly which strings to pull to make people do what he wants, and oh, I love that, my little scheming king.
Have we met before?
Yes. In your room. Just now. And I've
Oh,
met your wife.
he's so cute,
In Beijing.
but also
We
like
had tea.
a psychopath, but we love him.
The others creak. Important to know the secrets of a place.
Truly.
I love him also really love that scene because we can kind of see Freddy shining through Kaz in here, and to see him like nod politely and like smile gently to the old man while dressed up as Kaz, completely beat up with his face full of bruises, is so funny to me. Like the way that he just stands there playing the polite young man while knowing that like the lady is completely freaking out because he found her husband is just so peak Kaz Breckerism. So yeah, I think it is the combination of the mischievous, scheming energy with the very kind face that is reminding me of Freddie Carter, because that man is very sassy and savage. Like if you've ever seen interviews of him, you know that he has a very dry and witty sense of humor, but he's also like a big softie, so that's why his acting here reminds me of like himself, which is very funny. I think that this little speech is a little bit cheesy and overkill. Like we understand the message, you don't have to spell it out for us so thoroughly, but anyway.
Night sky.
Kaz is like, okay, can I have the sword now, please?
The last thing I need are pilgrims crowding my gate.
I love that they cut to Inej being like, oh, oops.
Except for you, in the hand.
Just was like, oh, why me?
Alone.
Kaz is like, fine.
Is that a person?
My first husband. Terrible marriage. Adequate table.
I love that line so much.
I don't want to hide who I am in me. For a million reasons. Including you.
Oh, the way he looks away when he smiles is just so
I actually had a
adorable.
moment too in that garden.
Everyone's lost their mind.
I love that line so much. Kaz and I are the same person.
Through the haze of the poison,
Oh, he's trying so
there are
hard.
those who drown us. And those who pull us out.
Okay, I don't like that line though. That line is
Maybe
cheesy.
I saw something too.
The rest of this scene is good.
Hope is dangerous. Close your judgment.
No! The pain! Oh. Like, I love that she throws this line back at him, but this is brutal, my girl. Like, he was just trying to open up and you shove him away. Oh god. But this brings us to the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me losing my mind and almost crying multiple times over my two favorite characters of all time. But yeah, I feel like this video is going to be long enough already, so I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one for the last part of this little series, in which we're going to be watching episodes 7 and 8. So yeah, see you then. Bye!